everybody. Welcome to the last event of the weekend here with the PV Boys. I am here with Pagan Squirrel. What's up, Pagan?
What's up, boys? Finishing off another jam-packed weekend of War Rights with a War of Succession hosted by HL. A nice little event to finish out the weekend on.
Another round of the best damn strategy game ever invented, War of Rights. The game where you not only play the game, but you also play the people.
Yep, and maps they'll be playing on tonight is for map 1. We have Cooke's Counterattack. A map that here lately has been played, seems like 2 or 3 times every weekend. We'll see how the tonight's strat is a bit different than the meta on how this map has been playing out on both sides. And then map 2, we have Smithfield, a drill camp match, which we don't see too often, these drill camp maps here lately, especially, well, haven't seen them recently due to some of the bugs that have been happening on those maps, making them crash. But a recent hot fix sent out by the devs should have fixed the majority of those issues. So we'll see tonight if it actually did fix the issue.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. You know, if I'm right, they probably do have a plan B, you know, hopefully. But
yeah, you know, plan B probably be Dunker's Church.
Dunker's Church. Yeah, yeah, since we've seen that a lot already, huh? Or Hagerstown, huh?
Yeah, it'll be one of those two.
Oh.
Just move down the turnpike a bit from where we're fighting at right now.
So
literally,
now,
you can see Dunker Church and you can see Hagerstown both from the from Victory Hill here on Hagerstown. You can see both of those POIs for the next maps.
You sure can. You sure can. And we are on the muster map here. You know, for those of us that are joining us for the first time, we like to join the muster map and do a little pre-gaming and talk about the match coming up and you know, things that have been going on in the world of War of Rights, you know. Well, we're preparing here, but it should be a good match. You know, I think everybody's had a long weekend, but I don't know. I like Cooks. I know a lot of people complain about Cooks, but I do like Cooks either side. I like the big open maps where you can really do a lot of movement, a lot of formation. I also like the street maps too. You know, I like Harper's Ferry as well. I pretty much like them all. You know, I'm warming up to the drill camp maps, so I'll admit to that. You know.
Yeah, after a couple thousand hours of playing nothing but South Mountain and Tatum and Harper's Ferry, drill camp, you know, it's a breath of fresh air. I know like Wagon Road is probably one of my favorite drill camp maps right now. Wagon Road and I think Fleming's Meadow. I'd say those two are probably my top 2 maps when it comes to artillery. Wide open areas, easy shots, and it's just very fun to play on. So yeah, but after a couple thousand hours playing back here on these other map packs when starting the game, you know, it's a nice little change of pace.
Yeah, you know, I was looking at my Steam account and I've got 2,747 hours in this game. Now I took a year off, and that's when they did the whole experience thing upgrade, and I missed my window to get my points, so I had to start fresh when I began. But and I think you're right around there too, aren't you, Pagan?
I'm sitting at just under 1,000 hours. It was, you know, when I was on the road. Yeah, when I was on the road truck driving, doing a bit of on the road work. Didn't have as much time to play, so didn't. But still not too bad.
Still a good amount of time, you know, that we've put into this game, and years and effort, and blood, sweat, and tears, you know. And you know, I know we have a lot of experience and we know quite a bit about the game, but I also, you know, I also know there's a lot I don't know too. You know, like I learn new things all the time while playing this game.
Yeah, with the devs always changing ticket balances, the way rifles handle, morale, map boundaries, you know, as the devs change things about the game. 'Cause remember, you know, a couple of years ago, was it about 5-6 years ago, we were playing on 50v50 servers, 100v100. We thought that was as big as hell. Servers used to be 16v16.
Yeah.
And now we're playing on 200v200 and here soon 250v250. When the 500-man update gets rolled out. So a lot of change, you know, how the maps are played, especially like what's the map? I think it's Roulette Lane from Union. Used to with roulette lane, if you could hit one of the sides and roll them up pretty quick, you'd be perfectly fine. But now with the new player pop, you have an entire line stretching from the top of the hill all across point in a massive L shape, which has completely changed the dynamic of that map than how it used to be.
Yeah, when I first started playing, I think it was 75 feet versus 75. You know,
I believe that was about the same time I got into the game. About I think it was end of 2019, early 2020 is when I got into War of Rights.
yeah, I think we did get in right. I think we got the same summer sale that year. Actually,
Yeah.
best $15 I've ever spent.
Oh yeah, I've gotten my money out of these $15.
Oh my lord.
I mean, hell, if you want to do that, $15. Let's see, put my little calculator out. Spent $15 on this game. Divide that by 947 hours. That is a penny an hour. I have gotten my money out of this game.
Good on the devs for upgrading. You know, the game I've said for quite a while just looks gorgeous. You know, especially with the fall update. We had a event a few weeks ago where it was fall at dawn, and the way the sun was coming through the trees and the woods was just spectacular, I thought. And, you know, the devs have done a really good job, you know, with updating the graphics, updating the game. I think it's one of the best looking games available on the market.
Yeah, it really is. And here soon, though, couple of weeks, probably after Thanksgiving, right at the end of, right after Thanksgiving, probably that weekend, we should be getting the Christmas update coming out with the snow and the Christmas presents spawning with the massive candy cane bayonets. So we should be getting the Christmas rollout seasonal event coming sometime soon. I want to say it's like after Thanksgiving, beginning of December is when they plan on releasing it. They haven't fully released any details about it, but that's about the timeline they do it every year.
Sure, we'll probably do a special Christmas event video, some type, with the pubbies or an event or something. Probably a nice puppy so you can see the gifts and shit coming down, because I don't think they do it during the events, but there might be snow.
There will be snow in the events. Yeah, I don't know about the gifts. It is an option that the server owners can turn off on their servers. It just kind of depends on who's hosting it, if they remember to turn it off or not.
Setting fire. Amazing volley, gentlemen. Reload.
Yeah, looks like we are getting ready to get started here. Balance isn't too bad. 119 versus 122 right now. It's still going to be fixed. I'm sure it'll be different once we get the round started, but looks like we are getting it balanced.
Yeah, it looks like we should be starting soon. You know, that's each team are hitting about what they were expecting to bring.
Oh, looks like Sledge came in tonight. Nice. Good to see Sledge around. Yeah, I'm looking forward to these matches tonight. You know, it should be two good ones. You know, I think it's what, MB versus PB first round. Is that correct?
First round, yes. First round is the Mississippi Brigade attacking the Pickett's Brigade token. I believe outside of, no, we're not outside of Richmond here. I don't remember where this token is at the moment. But yeah, the Mississippi Brigade is attacking Pickett's Brigade for the first round. And then on the second round, Stonewall Brigade is attacking the 30th North Carolina. So two token holders on, 4 token holders altogether. Both maps are going to be very, very well played out when it comes to strategies from Pickett's Brigade versus Mississippi. We'll see how Mississippi likes to respond. I know those guys they have a very aggressive mindset when it comes to maps, but I don't know how well that aggressive mindset is going to go when they pull a map like Cooke's Countercharge. We'll see kind of how that will play out. And then for Smithfield, you get Stonewall Brigade versus 30th North Carolina. 30th North Carolina is a very dangerous defensive team to play against. I believe they are being led tonight, if I remember correctly. I saw him earlier. Where is he at? Yes, Adam Cornegia, Mr. Cornegia from 30th North Carolina, has been seen. I've seen him on the pubbies a bit. Very well defensive rounded guy, so we'll see how that plays out. I don't remember Smithfield too much off the top of my head on what that map layout is like, so we'll see how these two sides go. And then SB is SB. I don't know too much about the unit. They've they're still up and coming. I'm still learning a bit about them, so we'll see how they respond and what their game plan is going into this map. However, we are starting our first round.
We
which
are
is
starting
Cook's
live. All right. Good old Cooks. Let's get into the game here and get up in the sky.
This a lot.
All right. Oh shit! I forgot to push deploy. Sorry, Pagan. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Sometimes that happens. Forget to push the deploy button. Yada yada yada. You gotta wait 20 seconds for it to go around. But we don't really start till 40. We don't start till 43 on this.
Yeah, infantry
event,
does not
right?
move out till 43. Yep.
Yeah, so we got time.
Double column, let's go. Double column.
Double column.
In time, we'll do a bit of a roll call with the units that we have tonight on the CSA side. It looks like it is a fog map today as well. That'll be interesting.
Nice.
On the CSA side, we have HL under Wilkes, 1st North Carolina Sharpshooters under Big Hal, AVC under Ryder. We have HD under Rob 25. We have 32nd Ohio under King Bob. Looks like we got 5th Minnesota. Who's 5th under? 5th Minnesota under Patriot. We also have SB under Zoldan and Sergeant Charlie. And then, of course, we have MB, which is under Major Nitro. He is the token holder and the overall commander for the map. And then we have 5th Minnesota, of course, set under Patriot. And that is everything from the CSA. On the USA, the defense, we have EB under Center Mass. Turquoise, 9th Corps under Turquoise. 42nd under Nolan. 30th North Carolina under Hazy. Walker is leading the 3rd US. So I know we got a couple more guys in here. Looks like we got a few IB guys. 7th Michigan under Soundwave and Pro Gamer.
And don't forget Nick leading PB.
I do not see. I was looking for that. I don't see him spawned in right
He might not be spawned in, but he is listed there. Yep.
Okay, I just had to refresh my tab. Yeah, we have PB under Nick, who is the token holder for this map. So, and we are live. Off goes the units. Looks like the Union is setting up for a very forward kind of defense on that straight rail. See if they can punch these boys in the mouth as they come out. And then looks like the CSA is setting for a very heavy center right push.
Oh, they're moving to the corner.
With a small detachment underneath the 1st North Carolina Sharpshooters. Got about 6 guys over here underneath Mr. Big Howe, maneuvering left on the road.
And 7th Michigan is moving right towards the road for the USA side. Looks like a majority of the CSA team is heading to the corn. Got some going up center. Looks like there might be some miscommunication.
And 3rd US. Yeah, 7th Michigan and 3rd US are set up on the right side. Then you got 30th North Carolina, 42nd PA, 9th Corps set up in the middle. And then you have Nick, EB, and PB kind of hiding behind the defilade, waiting to see who's coming out of that corner. It looks like they want to try to catch him by surprise.
They are getting ready to hit to the corn. They are almost to the fence. Looked like it right away for CSA. Looks like there was a little bit of miscommunication. I saw some units heading some different ways, and it looks like they figured it out. But CSA is about to hit the fence line here at the corn with PB. And who else is this over here waiting for him?
EB and PB.
EB and PB. This is going to be ugly. Oh, it's HL. HL's the first through to the fence.
Oh, they hit the fence. EB's going up. That's the first wave. Ooh, EB took the bulk of that volley. Here goes. PB is still holding.
PB is still holding. All right.
I hate corn.
30th is coming over.
Off on a new line, guys.
Yep, 42nd. Send a couple of volleys their way as well.
Ooh, nice volley from PB, chunk in the middle of that Confederate line.
So we do not have anybody on the hay bales. Good, good. I'm glad to see nobody on the hay bales. I never really like defending the hay bales. I know some people like that, but just forget about the hay bales really, unless they take them, and then don't let them get your flank. But I love what's going on right here on the side. I like coming down this hill a little bit. You got 42nd, 30th NC. Who else is in there? Like some 9th Corps and 42nd. They're staying a little behind the hill, going up, doing some volleys, letting them know they're there. In the
Looks like got
meantime,
another volley coming out of PB.
in the meantime, over here on the road, it looks like 7th Michigan and IB has.
Ooh, another major
them
volley
back.
from PB, chunking through that HL line. Yeah, over on the roadside, kind of just tapering off, just long-range shooting over here.
Well, they just pushed them back there. 7th Michigan just pushed them back to Victory Hill. They were moved forward there a little bit. They got pushed back. So USA is doing a good job with this defense for now. Again, you know, this is another map where all you need to do is get them in breaking and then take point. You know, seems like a lot of these Antietam maps just kind of play out that way. You know, as soon as you can get the defender down to breaking, then from there you can just try to grab point or push them in last stand.
Yeah, and then you got MB under Nitro, the token holder, kind of shifting right a little bit, opening out into the field. They're having a bit of debate about going to the hay bales or not, so we'll see what they decide to maneuver on this. Otherwise, they're just sitting here in the open, taking what looks like pot shots in the side of EB and the PB line. Up there being supported by what looks like is 5th Minnesota.
Might make
And
them
here
run
goes
for the
Wilkes up
hay
and
bales.
overing right to the PB line.
Oh, yep, and here comes Wilkes charging in. I bet he's going to distract
goes
them while they
Wilkes.
try to go to the hay bales. Yep, and they are moving to the hay bales. See, now would be a good time to counter and start moving to the hay
Ooh,
bales.
yeah, if I
You know,
was
if-
PB, I would up to the top of the hill and just rain down on top of them.
Or EB here.
Oh.
You know, PB's got HL held down, but 5th Minnesota does get behind, or does get to their flank.
And now the CSA kind of has the Union on their back foot. They got this major contingency of 5th Minnesota with a puck and ball, shooting into their
30
side.
at North
get in, being the
Carolina
center.
running right in front of 5th Minnesota, running right. They didn't see him in the bush. They did not see him. They are just getting picked off as they're falling back. I'm not sure where they are going or what their plan is, but
It looks like HL is pressing the advantage over here on PB with that buck and ball.
most of the friendly units are falling back, kind of leaving PB out there by themselves.
And we are getting a call from the CSA side. 5th Minnesota is calling for a charge. And here goes 5th Minnesota right into PB's side. See if they take advantage and get this center knocked out.
I was just going to say PB is not in a good position here. Right when they decide to fall back, 5th Minnesota is going to hit him. They don't even see him there. Oh,
Kill him.
Yeah, this is a
Oh,
good maneuver.
man.
However, they did leave the 9th Corps out and exposed.
30th, you could be
Right
helping
now,
your friendlies
the-
right now.
Right now, the entire Union team is in a bit of a disarray. You got 42nd trying to reconsolidate their forces. You got, looks like 30th is maneuvering again. PB and EB are still pulling back.
CSA is making a hard push on the Union left. You got one group going to take the hay bales, another group pushing through. Yeah, see,
You got HD bisecting the line.
now
You
they
got-
took out 30th North Carolina. 30th North Carolina seemed like they were not paying attention to what was happening on the ever-changing battlefield. And it looks like PB and 30th North Carolina paid the price for it.
And we got 7th Michigan still holding this deep left side. CSA left, Union right against 32nd Ohio and HD. But with that little charge in the center, knocking out the Union forces, it's putting the Union a bit of a back footing. You know, tickets are not in their favor right now as the defenders. So the attackers are in the lead. Still got a bit of time on their side, but trying to see how they decide to push back out from these maneuvers.
CSA has firmly taken the USA left flank. USA left flank has completely fallen at this point. And looks like CSA does have a little bit of a ticket advantage.
They have a little bit of a ticket advantage. We'll see how long that actually does last.
It's like
with
all
some
the
of
USA's
units
falling
in
back.
position.
Oh, this is not looking very good for USA at this
That's
right
still
now.
very early. We'll see. First
is.
plan, you know, your first plan never really makes it through contact. So we'll see how they come back, how they reconsolidate their forces and move back out to sort of isolate the units going on right now.
What is it that Mike Tyson once said? Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Oh yeah, everyone has a plan till you get punched in the mouth, and now it's just time for the union to show what their plan is after getting punched in the mouth. Because currently, CSA has a firm control on the field.
Yeah, they do. USA is at danger of getting pushed to their spawn at this rate, and if they can get pushed to their spawn, it's real difficult for USA to come back from that.
Grinch is here.
Oh, who is this over here? Looks like we got some EB guys, kind of a small skirmishing unit over here. You got 4 or 5 guys. Looks like the PB skirms are pretty much staying in line tonight. You know, since we're not there. Looks like a few of them are over here with 30th, but
When you go up,
yeah, which kind of brings me to a little.
You have HD pushing up into the center, right in front of 9th Corps and 7th Michigan. We'll see. Oh, he is good.
Ooh, that is not a
HD
good
under Rob
position.
has no clue that 9th Corps is right there.
Oh.
However, 42nd does not know he's there either.
He's getting
Here
chased
goes
out by 9th
chasing him
Corps.
off.
Yep.
Ooh, but then you have over here on the other side of the road, 32nd Ohio under King Bob. I believe King Bob. That is King Bob. Right? Sure is. Yeah, 32nd under King Bob, alongside this what's left of HD that did not assault. Kind of pushed back this third U.S., 7th Michigan. Pushed there back, but oh, here they come, re-attacking this right side.
Yep. I always kind of like to be on this right side along the road and the fence line if I'm either side. There's some good flanking shots either way.
Ooh, 7th Michigan is throwing haymakers into 32nd right now. They are forcing them off of this side. And if Union can retake this right side where they've been fighting over here lately, they can sort of just roll up the entire Confederate line with no really repercussions except for a few skirms from the 1st North Carolina sharpshooters back here on the rocks on Victory Hill.
So yeah, I'm looking at these EB guys shooting into the side here, doing a good job shooting inside of CSA, and you know that just kind of brings me to a point that I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about tonight. You know, last night while we were in the HTC after action, there was one of the guys in the community that made a comment, not just once but twice, that you know, skirmishers might as well just go ahead and play pubs because they don't really do a whole lot to help the events. And you know, I want to use last night as example for us for the 28 sharpshooters. You know, we had 9 skirmishers that were up skirmishing on the rocks. We were all directed to shoot out of line kills, and I know for a fact that each one of us got an average of 3 out of line kills. So, you know, that's 27 kills we had times 5. So we took down 135 tickets of the enemy. In the meantime, we only lost 1 skirmisher while we were in formation on the rocks, and then we lost 2 as we were retreating off the rocks. So we only cost our team 13 tickets. And I know a lot of people, you know, when they see the videos and whatnot, they see skirmishing units, and generally when they see the skirmishing unit, they're generally dying and most likely out of line. But what they don't see is how many kills that those skirmishers got before then. So it's really just a simple ticket number, Pagan. You know, it all comes down to math.
If you go look at EB right now, where EB is standing, they have 1 guy dead on the ground. But if you immediately go to where 5th Minnesota is, where DD Wolf is, look at the pile of bodies that these boys that from just shooting to their backside are dealing with.
If they're a good skirmishing unit, they're focusing on out-of-liners, maximizing the tickets lost. And I know when the commanders last night during that Schoolhouse Ridge was talking about how, like, oh, the mechanics of the game must be off because we lost so many tickets so quickly. Well, that was the time us skirmishers were getting those 135 tickets out of line on your side as they were coming down.
Major assault
I'll
on
stop
the hay
rambling.
bales right now.
Oh yeah,
Like
big
this
fight at the hay bales.
Union team has kind of merged all their forces together in a massive blob to knock out what is remaining of the Confederate forces on this side of the battlefield.
Good push by USA, yes, by, what was that, PB, 30th, 9th Corps, and
Basically the entire team but
Basically,
7th
yeah.
Michigan.
yeah, 42nd in there, yeah, big push.
Yeah, everybody but 7th Michigan and 3rd U.S. who are holding down this far right side, keeping reinforcements at bay. And they are chasing them off, and there's currently one CSA flag in the dirt. They did get another one out, so the CSA did conserve a majority of their flags in that assault. But still, one in the dirt is not something you want to have, you don't want to lose.
Oh, absolutely not, especially on this map. Like, both sides, really, it's such a hike from spawn to get back into the fight.
And there's the command sent out from Nitro from the command. CSA is going to start capping the point.
Well, that's a bold move, Cotton.
I mean, you hit him engaged with a cap, it'll be 19 minutes on the gold timer. It is a very daunting task. I think they want to just make the Union throw tickets that retaking the point over and over, sort of drain the tickets that way, because at the moment, tickets are not really in their favor. It's in very even battle right now. That's not something you want to, as an attacker, you don't want it to be an even battle. You kind of want to either have the lead or keep it as close as possible.
Right now, it's pretty close. I mean, CSA does have an advantage.
Oh, here goes Corporal Sweaty from HL to get that flag, and he is gunned down.
That moment when you blow your loads on.
EB is just making it hell for these HL guys trying to get these flags out.
Big momentum shift in the round. It's like Union got a little pair of balls and pushed forward. Good on them, you know? Some teams just shrink up and fall back to spawn, but no, good job on the CSA side.
And currently there's a lot of miscommunication and lack of communication on the Union's, on the Confederate side. Battle Commander Nitro has given out a cap time to start the cap at 27:30.
It looks like HD and HL are getting in position to defend that cap. It's got to be hard for those boys just to look at that flag right in front of them and not be able to do anything. You know, those HD guys.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's right there, man.
It's right there, but you have those EB sharpshooters like staring at it as they maneuver.
Yeah, those guys in EB have been doing a good job skirmishing tonight. But I know I was talking about what I said earlier, you know, but, you know, like I said, I don't know everything in this game, nor do I want to pretend I do. You know, there's a lot of know-it-alls that know nothing in this community, I feel, you know.
Kind of goes down in most communities nowadays. You know, people are, some people are very dedicated to well, believe they're very dedicated to their craft.
They're ignoring
And
us.
just
so
because
they're-
you're
Shifty and Fox, 5th Minnesota and HL. Shifty and Fox moving to that flag. Let's see if, oh, there goes Shifty. Shifty's dead. Fox, you hit the flag.
he got it up.
Fox
He's
has the
a
flag, and he got
he's
shot.
down.
Oh,
I said it was going to be too enticing for him to look at it right in front of him. I knew somebody was going to get ADD.
and
try to go for
unfortunately,
it.
every time they pick up that flag, it restarts that 5-minute despawn
It does.
timer every single time.
Now we got Halos heading in for it. Here we go. How
Oh,
is
the
he going to
check
fail?
videos. Oh, and he
is
nope.
down. Look at all those out-of-liners. They're just picking off.
5 ticket, every guy.
Yep.
Right, here goes
And
Private
there goes
Sherman,
another
5th
one.
Minnesota.
Oh, and there's another out-of-liner. That's what, 20? 25?
20.
We got two guys here, so they'll 30, 35. You wasted 35 tickets. Oh, you got another guy coming. You got another guy coming. All righty. I know there's a lot going on the other side of the field, but this is fun to watch. Oh, and there's 40. Wasting 40 tickets to go get this. A good commander would be like, guys, just leave it alone. You know?
Oh, that is 5, 10, 15.
So CSA,
that's
if you're
about
wondering
40
why you had a ticket
tickets.
bleed there's your problem right there. Well, it's not a problem. I'm not saying problem.
And then you got ABC over here. ABC's in skirmishing and out of line. They're all skirmishing now, but a couple of those boys were out of line, dying over here, trying to fight this EB unit.
I'm watching a IB and 7th Michigan push the right flank here, pushing out the first NC sharpshooters. That's a group I haven't seen for a while. Good to see those guys. That's an old regiment too.
Oh yeah.
Always like those guys. Always gave us a run for our
but
money.
right now this is kind of the Union has the CSA exactly where they want them.
USA has come back. They have pushed forward, and it looks like they are going to recap.
Yep, and the Union is pulling back to deal with this advance by the 7th Michigan and IB boys.
All of a sudden, USA did get their shit together and seem like they are more of a cohesive unit now, to where it was a little bit more sporadic earlier, but they are working much better together now. And CSA
North Carolina, the
well
first NC and SB. The line just got eviscerated by that 7th Michigan volley.
Oh. 7th Michigan being quite aggressive tonight, but taking advantage of it. They are holding the right flank quite well. Oh, this is 42nd here.
Box one ready. Box one ready. All the way back.
We're leaving. We're moving.
All right, it sounds like USA is falling back now that they have capped.
Break loads. Everybody break loads. Press on. Fall back.
And CSA is taking the chance to move forward.
Yeah, the USA is calling for a major battle line to spread out on the backside of the defilade and contest them as they charge. There, speaking of charges, you got 5th Minnesota's boys coming to get this flag. They took basically sit their entire unit to get this flag out,
They
losing
got it
about
out of
4
there.
minutes process. 5 men, 6 men,
Yeah, wow, these EB guys are hell of a shots over here.
7 men.
But it does look like they just might finally get that flag out. They might as well just left it out in the field, to be honest, and let it respawn as much time as it took to get it back. And
It took
7
men. It took 7 men on that charge. 3 of them being out of liners, 4 of them being skirmishing. On top of the 50 tickets already lost by those 1s and 2s from multiple units going in there.
Yeah, that was a big out of line ticket loss.
Lot of tickets lost on that flag retrieval.
People complain about skirmishers losing lots of tickets. Jeez. I'm not bitter. That's all I have to say about that. All right. The EB is doing a very good job over here with their guys. Excellent shots until they spent some time on the firing range. We got a push by the Union on the right here. Who is this? 9th Corps and the 42nd guys, as well as that IB and 7th Michigan unit that's been kicking it together over here on the right flank tonight. Oh, look at this right here on the right, pigging in these bushes. You got the first NC sharpshooters just shooting right into the side of, like, almost like at 10 yards, 15 yards. They are right there in front of them in the bushes. And Nolan now sees it. Nolan finally gets the clue. Oh, and Nolan is down. Oh, too bad. And these other guys still don't know they're there. You know, they don't know what to do when their officer's dead. They just stand there. They're just getting shot at. Push them out. Push them out, 42nd. They're right there.
Come on, Dirty Mike. Come on, Dirty Mike. They're right there, Dirty Mike.
Somebody take the reins of the horse and do it. Oh, okay, or you could just fall back. Or you stand right in front of them even. Wow, these guys have...
Hell yeah, boys.
Are you seeing this, Pagan?
Yeah, they're just... Then they volley fire completely different direction.
Oh, now they fall back. Wow.
Interesting events from those 42nd guys.
Wow. I know it's hard to be aware of what's happening while you're on the battlefield, but you got to keep your head on the swivel, you know.
Speaking of maneuvering on the battlefield, HL and HD are hard on the Union right, CSA left on the roadside, getting flanking shots into this PB skirm, 3rd US, 42nd, 9th Corps.
They are. I like this
They've done
position where
pushback, 7th
HL is.
Michigan.
Come on, move
I don't know why.
Taking the
I don't know
shot.
why they would fall back. They had a really good position there. They could just use the fence line as cover.
Oak holder on the Union underneath. Knox and Nick have called out for the Union to pull back, get out of engagements, and try to waste time.
Keep the fire on the
They're
right.
not yelling
That's
stop.
where we get those
Clearly,
tickets.
it ain't friendly.
That's where we get those tickets.
Looks like we are kind of at a lull right
Me
now.
and Witcher. Left of me, right of Witcher.
Try not to make the camera
Right
go
of
too
me.
fast. In this last video, the
Gunfire
camera
at the hill,
goes a bit
boys.
fast.
Back it up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Keep your, five. It was more than 5. I'm sorry, Wade. I miscounted.
So since it is MB and PB's piece, I wanted to share a fun fact of war rights history with the audience here. The Mississippi Brigade is in a way a bastard child of Pickett's Brigade. There was a one of our old officers in Pickett's Brigade, Formless Nut, years ago, decided to leave PB and start the 2nd Mississippi. Then the Mississippi formed with, I believe, the 18th Mississippi formed the...
He formed the 2nd Mississippi alongside the reformation of the 18th Mississippi after the 18th Mississippi disbanded 5 years ago to join the Irish Volunteer Brigade as 10th Alabama. They formed up 2nd Mississippi, 18th Mississippi, and 11th Mississippi in what is now known as we're seeing today, the Mississippi Brigade.
Yep. So, and if I'm right, 12th VA is an offshoot of those guys, aren't
Yes, 12th VA and honestly 15th Alabama, I believe, as well. A lot of those units kind of offshot from those as well.
they? So in a way, 12th VA is PB's grandchild. With a little bit of War of Rights family tree there for you. So,
Oh yeah,
it's father
but at the end of
versus
the
son
day,
tonight.
at the end of the day, though, everybody is an offshoot of I-Corps from way back when.
It's not our guns, it's I-Corps guns.
Yeah, back what was it? Fucking was it First Texas way back when? Before PB got
Oh, yeah.
founded.
Yeah, a lot of the
Was it the
founders
First
of
Texas or
PB were
Seventh
First
Texas?
Texas. Yeah, like Sledge,
First Texas
Legion,
and I-Corps, yep.
Josephus, Dude. I believe Dude was in First Texas. So yeah, a lot of history, you know. A lot of history with these units. Yeah, then there's units like 42nd that have just always been 42nd. You know.
Yeah, 42nd just celebrated their 10-year anniversary being a unit stretching all the way
I
back
think we
from
might be
the
okay
Mountain
just
Blade
shooting them out, Nolan.
days.
Are we taking the point back, just shooting them out?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Different command
Remember the
structure,
stats,
but still the same
charges.
core unit. So
There's my boy. There's my boy, Trey. There's my boy. Here's my boy, Trey.
speaking of a solid core, you have Mr. Wilkes of Hampton's Legion pushing up hard into the Union side, and currently not. Oh no, 42nd. No, IB in 7th Michigan. Those boys see them.
Over here on the
Nice
little
little volley
right.
into them. Yeah, Union right, CSA left.
Like I said, I like this fence line. This is one of my favorite positions on this map to either be a skirmisher or when I was leading the line for PB, I'd bring them over here too. I did lead the line for a couple of years.
You're a funny guy.
I would much rather skirm than be a skirmisher, and that's why I do that. Let other people lead too, you know, give other people the experience. We have some pretty damn good leaders in PB.
Oh yeah, right now it's kind of just very spread out at the moment. Major battle lines spread across from the backside of point all the way across to this Union spawn. Multiple long-range engagements. EB sitting on the hay bales holding the angle on them. You got SB on the side. You got SB, 5th Minnesota, MB. 3 or 4 units holding the backside of this Victory Hill. Just sitting there shooting it out. HD, 32nd Ohio, HL, kind of probing this far left side alongside what is 1st North Carolina sharpshooters. So it's a very sporadic, in my opinion,
It is.
way that this map is playing out.
I agree. It is like that. It's pretty chaotic. A lot of waves, a lot of waves taking cap this, waves of the lines, which is pretty cool because I think that is almost historically accurate, like with how these battles did play out in real life. Once we get to 500-man servers, wow. I read somewhere once that eventually the devs want to have 1,000-man servers. I don't know if you ever read that. I think that's the ultimate
I
goal.
don't think that is feasibly possible.
Just
right
to try to recreate a real battle. I don't know if that's feasible either, but I did read somewhere
I know.
that's their
What was it,
ultimate
about
goal.
6-7 months ago when they did the 500-man test server? That thing was chugging.
I bet it was. I remember when they did the 400-man server, that thing was pushing it. But they figured it out, if they are working on that,
Keep capping until they get.
It will be very interesting to see if we do get 500 v 500 or 1,000 v 1,000.
Come out. That's all I'm gonna do.
It's all Gray and
Yeah,
Nitro
I'll carry
talking
the whole
here.
time.
I like the
That's my plan.
rocks over to our closest objective. I'll probably see if I can go there.
Calgary's always been one of my favorite characters in War of Rights, He kind of had a rough night last night, but with those cannon shots there at the end, but he's good shit. I have mad respect for Tall Gray.
My plan is to keep capping until they go crazy.
He's a skirmisher from our own hearts,
Looks like SB is discussing a possible push into the hay bales to try and get their flanks. Yeah, those EB guys are picking off a lot of these fuckers. These SB guys over here in 5th Minnesota, they are picking off a lot of them.
See, look how good these first North Carolina sharpshooters are doing, the skirmishing unit over here. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. Look how effective they are. I guess some people would rather say, that they're not, but I highly disagree. Rebel. But yeah, we're just kind of, up here in the sky watching these waves go back and forth over cap. It's kind of like watching the ocean at night, Very soothing.
Speaking of waves, here goes HD with a rolling volley into the side of, looks like 40 seconds.
Oh, yeah, 40. Oh.
Oh, here goes a major assault by SB.
Can EB should fall back. EB
EB
there they go. They are bugging out. They are bugging
they
out.
are letting the Union team know that the enemy is pushing left.
That is one thing you got to do as a skirmishing unit. You don't die. You got to know when to bug out. They did a good job bugging out there.
Yeah, and here goes the rest of the CSA team. A little bit delayed, but you got a full send on that right side of the hay bales.
No. They have totally pushed EB back. Looks like they are heading to the graveyard, though. Those EB boys did a good job over there.
You got 30th and PB coming to support.
Yep. And they were not ready for that. They were chasing down EB. They were chasing the squirrel,
With Minnesota is about facing pulling out of there. Looks like SB is trying to hold position. HL is getting picked apart right now.
They're just holding it. I think they're trying to use them as a screen. I think they're trying to allow their friendlies to
Here goes
screen
Type 4
behind
and
them.
42nd getting to their flank as well.
We got lots of movement again.
HL is being pushed back. All that is left is this small SB element on the hay bales that are going to get isolated out here and lose a good chunk of tickets.
Really surprised the 28th aren't breaking off and doing their own thing tonight. That's all good. You know.
I mean, I've seen a couple of them out there engaged in the first North Carolina guys. I've seen Trader and a few of the boys sitting on their little rocks back there, but
Like, you know, it's been a long weekend for everybody. Sometimes we all just like to just stick with the main line if it's been a long week, you know?
Roger, thank you.
Love you, Ninth Corps. Thank you.
looks like the Union is
Flag
going to
stay
let
there,
CSA
flag stay there.
and that small SB continue about
Can we take aim right front? Take aim right front.
Six guys hold the hay bales, but EB is pushing up into their rear to get rid of them.
Pretty bad.
Nitro's just getting picked apart out here in the open field.
Apparently
Hey,
SB is getting
got
picked
bushes,
apart.
Susan. Oh, we got. Oh yeah, yeah.
Break your loads. Break your loads. Right
Sold
now, break
on.
those loads. Let's go. We're
How do
pulling
you
back
say
to the
that?
southwest.
Soldan? Soldon? Pagon?
Hold on from SB. They're fuck off. They're pulling back. EB has routed the enemy from the hay bales and are going to be reclaiming their flank position.
Oh,
And
USA
currently, time is on the USA side. 13, less than 13, just over 12 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, and they are only halfway through taking losses.
They do have a ticket advantage, yeah, and time is on their side, Pagan. You are absolutely correct.
CSA kind of play a little bit more aggressive. I wouldn't mind seeing that left flank getting a bit more aggressive. Probably send HD like they're doing right now. Send HD around that side. Try to roll up this Union, this Union flank. Because right now, in the center where the Union is bolstering a lot of the CSA is bolstering a lot of their forces, the center, they will not break. The Union will not break in the center.
Not,
They have to roll
not
them up
tonight.
on one of their flanks, and the hay bales. They tried the hay bales, and apparently that hay bale position did not roll that flank like they wanted to. So they're gonna have to try to re-attack from a different position. And you have that. You have these sharpshooters. First North Carolina goes all over. You got First North Carolina, SB's, Skirms, HD. You have a good chunk of guys holding this little center position on the CSA left as a sort of anchor that you can play off of.
Oh, absolutely. I love that. Right where First North Carolina sharpshooters are right now is where, if I was CSA with 28th, right where I'd be. So good job there.
Into the bush. Take aim into the bush.
Yeah, CSA is just seem to have been getting stuffed every time they either try to make a move. USA has done a good job of just countering their moves and stuffing them wherever they try to go. And what do we like to say, Pagan? Stuff like Cox's mom.
Very lovely woman. Very lovely woman.
Very lovely, yeah. I really hope her name's Jennifer. Anyway,
Not Stacy. No.
Stacy. Stacy's, or what was that song? The Stacy's
Oh,
mom.
Stacy's mom. Yeah.
Stacy's mom.
Cox's mom has got it going on.
He's gonna hate us. We're gonna get DMs in the morning for this one.
Oh yeah, right now Union is kind of holding back and letting the CSA cap because Union thinks if CSA caps right here, I think Union's wanting to put them in the last stand.
Something tells me that they're probably debating it on the CSA side right now. You probably got you probably do have people that want a cap right now, and others saying just put them into braking. They're almost into braking.
Yeah, and as soon as the Union does hit braking, it's going to be all hell. You're going to have to collapse on point very quickly, but the Union has way too much of a tick advantage. The CSA is getting very dangerous on that cap.
Oh, I think they are pre-capping. I think that is what CSA
Oh yeah,
is
they
doing.
are pre-capping.
Because CSA is coming back on the tickets now in this gunfight. These, over here, these First North Carolina sharpshooters, can't say enough of good things about them tonight. They are really doing their job over here on the CSA left, Union right flank against IVB or IB and 3rd US over here. They have just been
that's honestly,
farming
if
the
we're
tickets over
looking
here.
at, looking at the line right now, that's where the majority of the Union losses are coming at right now.
Yep,
They're
just
far extreme right.
they're just farming the tickets over there for right now. Pre-capping.
Speaking of, here goes another charge by being led by SB against EB. EB getting the fuck out of there before SB even gets close to taking any tickets away
Yep,
from them.
they are hoping that they can put them in breaking by taking out that skirmishing unit.
And then wrapping. They're sitting the full team. They're going to try to wrap them.
Uh-oh, is CSA going to cap too soon, though? Oh, they came up. Oh, man. Whew. Really, USA has kind of got to just push forward right now because they are going to go in breaking. And at this point, CSA will
and
just win on caps. So
USA has called for a cap charge.
armchair quarterback here says chart, and there they go. There goes USA, just like I was saying.
Bulge out,
You
get
got
on
to
cap.
do it. You got to do it right now.
Send it across, knock out
7th
Nitro's element,
Michigan.
and turn about face.
7th Michigan, you got to go up there with your teammates, man. You got to go up there with everybody else. And it looks like they are hitting the left flank, Union left flank really hard, and USA is into breaking. Here we go.
Right behind him is the CSA. Looks like 9th Corps has knocked out the MB unit in the flank, but the HLSB assault on the hay bales has resulted in PB being wiped as well.
Yep, they hit the side really hard. They came out of nowhere. They did not see him. But Union still has the cap. Union does have to bayo and go at this point if they're going to hold this cotton. Sorry, Pagan.
That they do, but you do have the 9th Corps element back here and a few PB mercenaries that wiped out MB that are not being contested right now and are running amok in the back line of the CSA.
Oh, CSA is on cap, though. They are capping. USA has to move to that cap. They can't just stand there and look at it. They have to move
The
there.
officers spawning in are mustering their
There they
boys
go.
together. They're
There they go.
countercharging.
This is for the brass tacks. This is for the bragging rights.
Push them off, push them off.
USA is losing a lot of tickets, though, in this.
They are.
They have gotten it, though, but they have lost a lot of tickets in the process. Good job by CSA there. Good job by both sides, really. Both sides did an excellent job.
Oh,
and
Union is
USA
countercharging. Get rid of these flags.
Forward defense. I love it, Pagan. You know I love
And that
it.
is exactly what is being called in the Union chat right now. They are full sending everybody to the straight rail to kill everything in front of them. They're gonna sit on that front straight rail and hold it for 6.5 minutes.
They're going to have to get out this unit that's been in these bushes the whole time.
Oh, John and a bunch of PB skirms are going after him.
Sledge, get him,
Oh,
Sledge.
Sledge is in there. You got Sledge, Newberry, John.
Got the PB
And they have
boys in
wiped
there.
him. Oh, let's see. Is Steve
Yep.
Steve gonna get away with his life by hiding?
Oh. Yeah, he's being quiet. He's being smart about it. You know, predators are drawn to movement, so just don't move and don't shoot. Might get out of there alive, Steve. Just might make it out of there alive. All right, looks like Union is falling back now to that hill where they started on. But CSA looks like they kicked, looks like USA kicked the hornet's nest here from my perspective. It's like just swarming hornets getting ready to attack.
CSA is massing together and pushing out into the corn. Union is making a massive L shape on the backside of the hill.
Time is becoming a major factor right now, though, with just
That it is.
just less than 5 minutes left.
Here goes Patriot from Minnesota, Zoldan from SB, HL with Lamat. They are pushing up hard.
Oh, looking at each other.
Back to that flame to load. Back to that flame to load. Pull a little bit to the left.
If I was CSA, I would just push, try to make as many kills as you can, and start Bayos and go. Try to push them in the last stand if you can. The only way you're going to be able to do it is just keep charging them. I don't know if just shooting it out right now is going to get you there. But I could be wrong, you know.
With the ticket advantage, there's a massive gap between the tickets
Ooh,
right
look
now.
at this Union formation, this echelon formation the Union has naturally come together and made. Beautiful battle formation by the USA. I love it when...
But I don't know if it's going to hold too well. The tickets, they're losing tickets left and right. They are holding on that left side.
Look at this echelon. Wow. Beautiful formation by USA. I don't know if it'll hold, but this is classic Roman tactics right here, you know.
Got a
Whoever
major
called that
continuous
echelon,
shifting right.
good on you. It may have just happened naturally. Sometimes some good moves just happen naturally.
Yep, you got Wilkes, HL under Wilkes, 32nd under King Bob, SR under Born Vitali.
Fifth
They're holding
Minnesota's
this right side.
Fifth Minnesota's trying to push out to the Union left, trying to spread out this flank. And Union is countering really well.
But the
Wow,
tickets
this
on their side,
echelon.
they are getting razor thin on both flanks.
Wow, this is textbook right here. This is what it's all about, Trader. Good commanders going at it right now. Both sides doing excellent jobs with their teams.
Tickets, though, are not on the Union side, and they are about to be pushed into last stand.
They are.
2.5 minutes remaining.
Oh yeah.
And believe it, as soon as Union hits last stand,
CSA will charge.
These CSA units to charge straight in and get bloody. However, the far left flank by 9th Corps has repelled off the 5th Minnesota flanking attack. Very thin, though. 9th Corps lost a lot of men over here on this flank, but they did repel them.
If they get last stand, there it is. You got to hold this echelon. And I expect CSA to be charging any second. And there they go. There they go, Pagan.
Ooh, I do not know how I feel about this. The left flank is being charged. Meanwhile, the right flank is counter-charging out. That may...
Oh.
That may have
stayed.
just... Yeah, that just cost the Union.
That did. Should have stuck together there.
That right side counter-charging into the thick of the enemy teeth on this right side.
And that should be GG's right there. Should be good game. You have a few Union guys coming back from spawn, but that's not going to be enough.
Not at all. They're just going to get picked apart in this field as they sprint across with their bayonets and their swords.
All right, where's Nitro here? Congratulations, Nitro. You have won the first match of the night. There he is. There's Nitro. There's Nitro.
Get him!
Give him the glory he deserves for this evening. And that will be the end of round 1 tonight.
Good morale, though, on the Union side. They're taking it very well, holding in a close one. As you know, Cooke's is a tough map, very tough map for the Union here lately. They've even done some rearranging of the battle lines when it comes to the boundaries of the map to kind of help the defenders, but still a very tough map. You saw that they were doing the Union did what they could. Few mistakes early on, and they made it. You know, they made it back. You know, they were able to maneuver back out after that first little assault, pushed them back to their spawn. It just wasn't enough. It just was not enough.
Yep, just got them down to breaking in last stand. You know, they almost did it. We have seen Union pull it off before, but not tonight, Pagan.
To face the entire Union 6th Corps. However, they managed to surprise and capture a large number of Yankees.
Good amount of casualties.
As the other Union
both sides. Oh, pretty even actually in casualties.
The smoldering Muma farmhouse. This meant the Union regiments near the sunken lane were then in danger of being flanked from
All
behind.
right. What do we have for the second map? It's one of the drill camp
Second
ones.
map is Smithfield.
Yet
Smithfield.
as
I'm
these
trying to remember
events
which one
occurred,
that is.
more
Well,
fighting
we'll see
also
when we get
occurred
there.
farther south, as General Burnside attempted to consolidate his position.
That is if
on
the server
other
holds
side
on
of
the drill
Antietam
camp, which
Creek.
we had that discussion.
The
We'll
Ninth
see.
Corps were forced to clamber up the steep hillside that had
It
been
should
pockmarked
hold.
with various foxholes and fighting pits before reaching the summit, where the Otto and Sherrick farms stood. There, the Federals skirmished with the patchwork
So we
of
got the
small
Lions
rebel
taking on the
regiments that
Eagles
attempted
tonight,
to
huh?
hold back this latest
Game
threat,
started
That'll be
yet?
one hell of
one
a
that could
game.
possibly cut
Game
the
should have
entire
started
Oh, yeah,
by
probably
now.
did
their
start.
only avenue of escape.
I believe it was the 8 o'clock slot, the 8:20 slot.
Should be a good one. For those of you that don't know, in PB we do have a Madden franchise league that we play. If you would like more information, you can shoot a message to myself or to Pagan.
Yes, currently the Eagles are up 3-0 at the end of the first.
Oh, all right.
And tomorrow night for Monday Night Football, we have the Raiders taking on the Cowboys at 8:15.
The Raiders. They have not been doing very well this year.
We are doing a muster as they are swapping sides. The USA team, and for those that don't know, the USA team from the last round will be on the CSA this round, and vice versa. CSA will be on the USA. Swapping over. The token holders for this map is the Stonewall Brigade, SB. Underneath, I believe, it's going to be Zoldan versus 30th North Carolina against Adam Kunizia.
Those are a couple tongue twisters, huh? All right.
That they fucking are. Jesus.
See, look how beautiful. I don't know if this is sunrise or sunset. It's going in the west, so it must be sunset. See how beautiful this is? I love the sunsets and sunrises in this game. If they're timed
We are
right in
up
events,
live
it can be
versus
pretty cool.
Smithfield.
Smithfield, here we go. TJ has ended the round. Smithfield.
Smithfield. This map is a I've seen it go both sides. I've seen the CSA get absolutely butt fucked and pushed back into the wood lines, and I've seen the Union get stopped right in the middle of the road. So it's going to be a very interesting way to see how these sides decide to play it.
Butt fucked and stuffed, huh?
Focus!
Sounds like a good night to me. All right. Well, maybe not to me, but. So, oh, this match must be at dusk, huh? We're playing the dusk map tonight, or is that just how the cookie crumbled?
I believe this is how this map. I believe this is how this map starts.
Oh yeah. I remember this one now. Okay.
Yeah. And for the sides, we have on the CSA, we have 30th North Carolina underneath Captain Sterling Monk. That is the token leader. You have 3rd U.S. under Walker. 42nd PA under Nolan. 9th Corps under Turquoise. 4th Michigan under Pro Gamer. IB under Barrett. PB under James and Nick. EB under Centermass. That is what we have on the CSA side. And then on the USA side, if my thing would load right, we have HL under Wilkes and Cole. 1st North Carolina Sharpshooters under Big Howe. AVC under Ryder. HC under Hazard. 32nd Ohio under King Bob. SB under No Big alongside Zoldan. And then MB under Metal. And SR under Tagre. 5th Minnesota will be under... Who is 5th Minnesota under? I believe Patriot. And then on artillery for the Union side, we have 20th New York under Halo, HL's battery underneath Irish, SB's battery underneath Steve. And I believe that is it on both sides. We are live at... Infantry is live at 43. Artillery live at 42.
All right. Yeah, I know I've played this map a few times, but I haven't played this one a whole lot. You know, I do like this map. This is one of my favorite drill camp maps, but never really get to play it as much as I like. If I remember right, most of it's about holding this hill over here.
Yeah, it's about this little right side where PB was this major CSA forces PB 42nd EB. Basically, this entire left side where they're pushing up. If you can hold this left side and push out and kind of hit the flank of the Union as they go across, it will be a very good strategy. However, the bulk of the Union forces, yeah, half of them are going left and the other half are going right through the corn. But unfortunately, the left, this CSA right, Union left. The only thing we have defending this side is 7th Michigan under Pro Gamer, and IEB with Bear. The only guys over here that yep, here goes Dino with the 28 sharpshooters. Seeing the bulk of the Yankee force moving up. Oh, and the first casualty. Red Rover is the first casualty of the night for this round.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you know. A little too far forward there by the 28th. Major fighting on the USA right.
27, shift left. 27, pull back on me. 27, over here on me, boys.
On me, guys, on me.
Those good things about it. USA has gotten a good HL and SB and some Mod Stodge groups. They've gotten a pretty good foothold over here on the Union right. What you looking at there, Pagan?
Just monitoring this little fight going on. Union's getting piecemealed over here by the Confederates in the wood line. Not many left on the force. Kind of just stagnating out right now. SB is getting absolutely rinsed by 3rd U.S. and 9th Corps. This entire right side is crumbling underneath the Confederate rifle fire. And then, of course, what is left of 28th VA was it Bobsters, Dixie, Red Rover, and Dino over here alongside IB and 7th are holding off this, what is this? This HD 32nd, 1st North Carolina. Off a small chunk of the Union over here on this little flank. Meanwhile, the rest of the Confederacy is just steamrolling through these Union soldiers.
What happened to the game? Did I just get timed out? What the fuck just happened? That was weird.
We're still in here.
Huh. No, I have to respawn now for some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of just really stagnating out a little bit. Of, Union is pushing up a little bit on the right side into the flanks of the Confederacy, but not much coming out of it.
HL and PB going head to head here in the woods.
Fifth Minnesota running right into 30th North Carnage jaws while they're waiting for them. Taking them the flag as well. Minnesota just running the flag right into 30th. Very costly mistake. However, HD and 32nd on the right side had realized that the fight on this woodline flank was not worth it, and their manpower is better off pushing that center.
Charge! Nope. Never mind. Hey. Oh,
Keep
okay.
holding the fence.
Hold the fence, gentlemen.
Flags, get ready to bug the fuck out.
Union trying to put the CSA in a fishbowl. However, the CSA realizing it are punching out where they can. 30th is punched out towards the snake rail, taking down a Union flag, staring at HD currently. CSA punching out of the fishbowl, moving down the snake rail.
I think the weekend's starting to catch up to us here, Peyton.
It's not really the maps are kind of going a bit weird. Looks like SB's artillery has maneuvered up and has taken the CSA guns. Playing a bit weird. Not really weekend catching up. The map is playing a bit weird with how the units are maneuvering. Confederacy, though, punching out of the fishbowl, reclaiming the majority of the field right now and routing the Union back further down the snake rail towards the road. Bunch of up, 3rd U.S. pushing up, trying to get a little bit of shots in the side of 5th Minnesota and MB. Meanwhile, the Confederacy is... Oh, here comes PB, moving up to take care of the artillery guys and getting to the side.
There we go. All right, Dino's getting some help. He's a bit out of position there.
Yeah, CSA is pushing back out, but there's a massive contingency of Union on that corner. They are trying to overwhelm this, what is this, 3rd U.S., 32nd Ohio, PB. Trying to overwhelm this position. Meanwhile, you do have the remaining bit of PB and EB alongside 42nd trying to get into their side through the Cornway. It is a slugfest on this right side currently. HD still sitting on the Confederate far right, Union far left, dealing with IB, 7th Michigan, and 28th Virginia.
Forward!
Oh, yes, they are moving.
And the Union has hit engaged at 32 minutes. The CSA is enjoying the ticket drain they are putting them on.
42nd came from around the corn here and hit the Union left of this line a little bit. This SB 5th Minnesota HL mob.
Yeah, speaking of, the Union is calling for their forces to pull back towards the road to try and consolidate their forces down if they are getting piecemealed up here on the fence line. The amazing part about the fight going on right now, the Union is getting stuffed by not the entire Confederate Army. The Confederate Army still has a chunk of their forces in reserve in the woodlines. Wilkes is calling out for somebody to please go cap point to try and draw the Confederates out of this little woodline area. MB has claimed that they will go and try and cap point. We will see what will happen. Wilkes, however, is screaming at his friendly artillery to watch their fire, as it has seemed 3 shells have hit friendly lines.
That happens sometimes, Pagan.
Yep, half of 1st North Carolina sharpshooters has been eviscerated by friendly artillery, alongside a quarter of the quarter of HL's line. Seems to be mainly by Halo from the 20th New York.
That is no good at all.
This 20th battery is not having a good day. But MB is charging up across the field to take point to try and drag the Confederate forces out of the woodline, which is not a bad play at all. They just got to keep in mind they do have 7th Michigan and this little IB element down here in the woods that artillery is chasing. Speaking of, PB by James has led his contingency of PB on a wide flank, and they have the entire rear of the Union Army exposed.
Oh,
and they are being reinforced by the rest of PB alongside 9th Corps and EB pulling it around. PB is up and overing. They are charging over into the backside of the Union line. That is it for the Union attack on the fence line. They do get the cap, but at what cost? The Union pushing the CSA into engaged at the 29-minute mark, 28:51 on the black timer, starting the 12-minute gold timer. But the Union on that assault, losing half a ticket morale stage, executed by the Pickett's Brigade and EB on a flanking maneuver. And then HL launching a counterattack into PB, losing more tickets, trying to drain the Confederacy down, but they are being slaughtered by the man.
EB is coming in to support.
Hold it.
42nd as well on the flank side. 1st North Carolina sharpshooters, you have Cuevas and PB pushing in. That is 1 kill for Quay. That is 2 kills for Quay. Quay getting 3 guys.
Your flag's now our flag.
Here comes the rest of 30th North Carolina trying to clean up. You got a Chernobyl from 9th Corps, Liam, whatever from 30th. A couple team kills. Kraken from 1st North Carolina team killing 2 of his own men. Chernobyl from 9th Corps is the last man standing from that assault. And the Confederacy has damn near full wiped the Union on this counterattack, only going down 1/8 of the morale stage, meanwhile taking out 3/4 of the Union morale stage. What a ballsy call by Wilkes to force a counterattack against a foe with greater numbers. That may come back to bite him in the ass. You got, what is this, 1 flag, 2 flag, 3 flags. You have 3 Union flags dead in the dirt right now. Currently there is infighting right now against SB. Oh, apparently CSA already was not live until the 28.5-minute marker. But there is currently infighting on the Union side from Wilkes of HL towards the token holder's SB, with no commands being given out by the token holder. Currently, the only order is to push the enemy when they are breaking. Thank you, Mr. Big. I believe we know how to play the game. However, breaking is not something you may be able to get the Union down into, as you're a quarter of the way left of engaged with 28 minutes left.
CSA is holding pretty good.
The CSA is holding. They have pulled back into their woodline positions with their stationary forces to get the Union to come back on this assault. Not really sure what this HD element is doing over here. You know, they've kind of just been holding here, fighting 7th Michigan and IEB the entire time. Speaking of, 3rd US has popped out on MB and has eviscerated half of their line. MB is getting cut down by this major Confederate contingency, but you also have Mr. Nick of PB leading a small little raiding party into the corn.
Oh my god, Artie. You may have TK'd us like 40 times.
That's my shooting partner.
Fucking geniuses. Gentlemen,
And Nick
fire
is in
continue.
a wide, very wide flank around the Confederate, not CSA, the Union line. We'll see what the plans are there. Union is shifting more left. Seems the Union is forming a massive battle line stretching across the main road going west to east on the battlefield.
Get him, Dixie. Get him, Dixie.
Nick is deep behind enemy lines with a small contingency. Looks like they are going to be raiding CSA artillery. Get some free tickets out of them. Pagre and Lorenzo, do they know? Do they know? Do they know? They don't know! That is a artillery crew wiped out by the PB raiding party.
Oh, I missed that. I'm watching Wilkes over here hit this
Yeah,
west
Nick
side
has a raiding
woods.
party picking off one artillery by another.
I'm watching Wilkes go here in the woods. But Nick cleared out the artillery, huh?
Irish has been killed by a rectal rocket scientist, and that is SB and HL's battery getting wiped by PB. like Red Corn and Rectal Rocket Scientist. Ooh, is Red Corn gonna get out? No, Red Corn is not Rectal Rocket Scientist. He's the only Confederate that gets out of that raiding party. No, he does not. Mr. Hattie from ABC guns him down. Little raiding party does not come in clutch.
Knox is right here. Knox is right here behind Tallgray. Look over here in the corner. Like, look, Knox is standing right behind the flag in Tallgray.
Line is down there, boys. Right about there. They're right there above that marker.
Like, he's just sitting right there, right behind him. Now, probably because of the anti-Ramboing rules this game, he probably can't shoot him. Which
he is not allowed to shoot or stab anybody,
by the way. But yeah, he's looking right at him.
However, he is letting PB and 42nd know they are flanking right behind, and the Union does not know.
Not looking. Uh-oh, Virgil. Uh-oh, Vern. Uh-oh, Vern. Angry Crack Bear's about to get it in the ass. He got in the ass. Oh, right there. Oh, up close and personal for this one. Oh, SB took quite a while to figure out what the hell was going on. And they have wiped SB pretty much. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Looks like SB Artillery comes in to save the day. They do keep the flag up, but that has put the Union out of position and opening up their flank. Union at taking losses at 21 and 21-45. Union is calling for a major offensive on and around point.
Huh. So Union capped, huh? Well, I guess the Union had to do something, didn't they? You know, this is probably one of those maps where you could probably just form battle lines and just shoot it out. You don't have to keep charging.
Yeah, I think that is kind of what the Union is going to do. They are setting up a massive battle line across point where they believe the Confederacy is going to hit them. But you do have 7th Michigan deep in the eastern corner, going to get into the side of HD. HD's engaging them, but you do have a counteroffensive by Nolan and Sterling. 30th North Carolina, 3rd U.S., and 42nd are all shifting far right to get into the backside of this major line on point. PB has up and over into the Kazons and Limbers to assault the SB position. However, PB is having to pull back with their tails tucked between their legs. Free tickets by EB against Mr. Shifty of HL hiding in the corn. Looks like EB is going deeper behind enemy lines, see if we can get a bit of a flanking action. SB and 5th Minnesota and 1st North Carolina have pushed up into PB's face and are stuffing them a bit, but that allows the 42nd, 7th Michigan, and 30th North Carolina offensive in the woods to get a bit of a breaking action, separating these enemy lines. You got EB getting in the side of SB right now, allowing PB to reform their line. They have chased off this SB element from the roadside.
Watching this fight in the woods here, it's still going on.
Run north, run north, run north.
Wilkes, come back.
Just caught Nolan blasting Wilkes in the back. blasting the Union flag.
Now?
Wilkes is like,
Who you
or
gonna cover?
Nolan's like
Who
the
you gonna cover,
Terminator
huh?
out here in the woods, dude.
Hey, I got
Blasting
HL's
him
flag
away.
down.
Wow. Nolan fucking slaughtered him in there, man. Good job, Nolan.
Wilkes in chat has called that he has gotten a blunder, that he has overextended his line, and they have been completely wiped in the woods. CSA is reforming. There is only a small contingency of guys. Meanwhile, EB has wiped the Union artillery once more. All that remains is Irish and a few of the HL battery members.
Yeah, yeah. This map's kind of chaos. It's all over the damn place, man. Shit going on the both sides of the woods, behind the lines, in front of the lines. Like Sunday night, man.
EB now is now going to sit here. Oh, they are not going to hold the artillery. They are pushing out, and they're going to try to get into the flank of this HD and 32nd element.
We can hold, guys. We can hold them.
Oh, yeah, push him.
Out in the open, out in the open. Northeast, northeast.
Ninth Corps and 3rd U.S., 42nd are pushing up on HD. Deeper in the woods, you do have 30th North Carolina and 7th Michigan holding a bit to get a flank sight on them. Apparently at 7:30, the far side Eastern Woods are launching a counteroffensive on the right flank. Meanwhile, PB is sort of just anchoring themselves over here, just trying to draw attention away from those woods. Looks like AL's small contingency does wipe the EB element, but HD after a major counter assault by 9th Corps, 3rd U.S., 30th, major counteroffensive out of the woods have wiped HD and a few other smaller units over here, and they are crashing on point while PB is flanking around. Massive confusion through the Union ranks as we speak. 5th Minnesota getting cut down to the very last man in the countercharge. Meanwhile, HL is a bit scattered. SB is getting pounded from the flank. Here comes PB in the side as well. Major counteroffensive by the Confederate team, wiping every Union man on this side of the field. However, we do have a small flanking by the 1st North Carolina Sharpshooters. Not sure what they plan on doing back there, but we will keep an eye on those boys. And the Confederates have chased the Union off until the road and past it. However, I believe they are over. Bit of confusion in the Union ranks. Wilkes calling out for a reset. SB not giving any orders as the token holder. There is this a breakthrough, breakdown in the solidification of the Union team currently. The CSA has reclaimed the field at 21:08 with a quarter of taking losses left to the Union at top of breaking. Union now calling for the entire team to play it slow and do not lose any unnecessary lives. Meanwhile, 1st North Carolina is losing unnecessary lives deep behind enemy lines, currently being cut down to the man. Union calling out for a massive reset to play it a bit slower, which I do not blame them for deciding that. Play it a bit slower. You have 20 and a half minutes to shoot the enemies as far into breaking as you can and get a charge. All you need is one good charge across that field.
Absolutely. Sorry, I'm just really tired. I've got a friend of mine that's been messaging me here. She's having some issues. Sorry if I'm not doing good on camera work. She lives in Florida and she's dealing with some shit.
Here goes PB underneath James and Nick. Flanking, or it looks like is EB. EB will not be joining them. PB doing a massive flanking attack, looking like they want to raid the Yankee artillery again. But I am not sure if Nick and James realize that the entire Yankee army is sitting on their guns right now.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like C Company broke off. There you go, yeah.
They have caught SB by surprise. D Company losing a few guys, but the rest are getting back out.
USA has pushed back through that corn. This corn over here has really been quite the battle on the right. USA pushing out. USA is close to breaking. I bet as soon as they go into breaking, there's going to be a consolidated push towards.
Oh, there will be a
point.
major offensive towards point as soon as they hit
Looks
breaking. I
like
think that
there's
is
this Wilkes and HL. They're
up
moving
for right now.
towards-
Looks like SB maybe setting up for that center push right now to get a bit of a pre-cap on it.
Hello, sir. We have come to kill you.
Why the fuck did they let us take this?
I have no
Very,
idea.
very good. One pump fees. Very, very nice. One pump fees.
And we should probably push ourselves into the woods a little bit and not silhouette ourselves.
Roger.
This game is such chaos.
Push you again. There goes 1st North Carolina on cap, getting a bit of pre-cap, seeing if the assault in the woods can push the Confederacy into breaking. However, Minnesota realizes the cap Minnesota's 9th Corps, they are about facing and going to charge out this North Carolina unit on point.
Ooh,
But you
with
also have
HL shooting right into their side.
HL and HC are pushing right into their side.
Keep moving with me. Keep moving with me. Make sure we're on point. Gentlemen, on point. Stop moving. To my left and right.
And CSA goes into breaking.
1640.
USA is in good position to take this, though.
They are.
Who is this behind us? USA behind him.
This is PB's little contingency under Nick.
Nick.
However, the Union team is calling for charge at 15. They are wanting to charge. Actually, no, they're charging now. They are up and overing and charging point now, seeing if they can catch the Confederacy out in the open. Nick does get a flag down in the fucking dirt. But the Union team, that SB assault across the open field by 5th Minnesota and MB is being unsupported by the rest of their team, and they are just getting gunned down.
CSA is holding. Oh, good hit there by Artie.
Falling back on the let's go. Look around you. Make sure you're not standing on top of somebody.
DSA having half a ticket morale stage at the moment is sitting pretty good. They're resetting their positions, preparing for another bowl movement by the Union. The Union, though, they do have 14 minutes to shoot the Confederacy down into last stand, but they also have 14 minutes for the Confederacy to shoot the Union in the final push, so it's a very interesting tactic. Union, SB, token holder calling for a full push at 12. They'll see if they will run into the maws of the enemy and get gunned down like dogs across the field. SB in that volley, very poor volley. Men need to raise their rifles a bit. Lots of shots landing in the dirt right in front of you.
It's like they're just waiting for USA to kind of consolidate more. This group coming back from main spawn. Who is this coming back from main spawn?
Oh, they're not waiting for anything. 12 minutes. The token holder is called for a full push on the point.
Okay.
But yeah, that is Patriot, Zoldan, and it is basically SB, the token holder, assuming that at 12 minutes when he hits that fence line, the entire team will be charging. But on the last major charge he called out, he was unsupported by this element of, I believe this is HL and HD down here in the woods. CSA, though, are getting consolidated. They are preparing themselves for a bowl, more or less, when the Union decides to charge across this open field, put them in a fish bowl. PB, I would believe if PB or C Company or EB detach back in the corn, there is nothing from this line of SB on the fence that is watching the corn. They can easily get a massive flanking shots of buck and ball right into their side or back, but as I say something, here goes Mr. Centermass with EB going in the corn to get right behind this SB element. SB has no clue that EB is here. EB trying to be the nail in the coffin on this assault by pushing them into final push. Here goes EB into the back of SB right as they hit the fence line. Let's see what happens.
All night they've been doing that to him, getting in that corner and just shooting in their back.
All night, all night. Here goes, AB pulled them off, and Nick getting them as they're breaking around, catching them out of position.
Right here, charge. Right here, charge. Right here, charge. Right here, charge fifth. Right here, charge fifth.
EB hearing that assault head about facing and turning it into a melee.
You should be going into final push anytime now. There it is.
Yep, there
right
it is.
When
The
I called it.
Push. The full Union is assaulting. However, HL has pushed out into the K-zones and limit below point. Here is Nolan in Ninth Corps right into their ass. Full major assaults across the battlefield playing out right now. PB holding down this SB assault from the middle, allowing the center units to absolutely kill HL and HD down to the last man. There's HD dropping 2 Confederate flags in the dirt, but little do they know their flank is exposed by 42nd.
Oh, CSA goes in the last stand right here. Oh, not looking good for CSA right now. I think there's enough time for USA to take this. I think there is definitely enough time for them to do this.
PB and EB pulling their men back, basically forcing the Union to charge them across the open field.
There's not much, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden a lot of CSA guys died. There's not many of them left.
There's a major wave coming from Spawn, though.
There they are.
Major wave from Spawn.
I was like, where the hell did they go? There they are. I don't know if this is going to be enough time.
Fortunately, CSA Spawn is a whole lot closer than the Union Spawn.
We'll follow Dixie here. Dixie enormous, running with his rifle so high.
Pick those flags up.
Dixie enormous, putting on his ways to
We gotta go
die.
for a wipe.
You guys gotta keep pushing.
Oh, and he's gonna reload that. I am really surprised. Oh, here they come. I was just saying, I'm really surprised the USA hasn't made a big push, but here they come. CSA needs to do a forward defense if they have any hope of winning this one.
They are countercharging out. EB is shooting into their side, seeing if they can kind of dislodge this unit from the fence line. If the CSA can take this straight rail fence, they have a good chance at taking this battle back, as there is currently one Union flag in the dirt, 2 Union flags in the dirt, 3 Union flags in the dirt as we speak, with a 4th one getting pressed.
And only 1 minute left. Oh, this is going to be a close one. There is a big push from Union Spawn coming in right now, though.
But I do not think they have time. It's 1 minute from spawn just to get back to point. And the CSA has a major forward defense with all Union flags in the dirt as we speak. One got out. Mr. Nitro from MB got that flag out. But every Union flag in the dirt with 30 seconds, and the majority of the Union forces aren't even towards their friendly artillery.
Oh no, I think CSA may have pulled this out.
CSA will have this.
Oh man. Oh. Yep. Looks like CSA has held.
Ooh, good artillery. A little late on some of those rounds. And yet CSA holds it from a very fucking slug match.
Wow. That was pretty damn close there at the end.
Very bloody match, though.
Any final thoughts?
Honestly, both sides played very tough. I do think, though, the Union made a lot more mistakes, such as the first SB charge across the open field. HL was sitting down below. Of course, they were dealing with 7th Michigan on their side, but that allowed the entire Confederate Army to sort of envelop every remaining unit of the Union. And as soon as the rest of the Union forces were wiped on the field, HL got ate up as well on the counter assault. So just
private's
a lot of
wage was a relatively
miscommunication,
small sum
honestly,
of
lack of
$11 per
communication
month.
from the union part, at least
In
what I
August
saw through chat.
1861,
A lot
Federal
of token
Congress
holder not
passed
giving
an
many
act
orders
increasing
about,
base pay to
and the
$13,
CSA just taking
with a
advantage of
Dempsey
that. And it didn't
increasing
help
in
that
1864 to $16
SB and
a
the
month.
artillery, Nick
Numerous forms
with
of bounties paid
PB
out
and
by the
center
central
mass under
and state
EB, they just
governments
kept getting
provided
flank
union men
after
even greater
flank
economic
with
incentives to
nobody
enlist.
checking them at
A new
all.
volunteer
And that
by
was the
1863,
ticket
for
cost.
example,
Getting those
could earn
guys out of line on
$400 from
artillery and in the
county,
backside, just costing that
$75 from the
round.
state, a $100 bounty from the federal government for
Yeah.
just enlisting,
You
and
know,
an
I
additional
really thought USA was
$300
going to
if he
pull it
signed
off
for 3
there.
years,
You know,
for a total
kind
of
of a crazy night in general.
$775.
Seemed like everybody just kind
Rebel
of
soldiers made little in comparison.
kind of
For
lost
one, they wouldn't see an
lost
increase
their
in
will
wages
there
until
at the
June
end of it.
1864
You know, seemed like
to
everybody was just kind of
$18,
tired.
by which time
Even though I've logged out of the game, the commentary still started keeping going. Anyway, it's been a long weekend. Pagan, as always, thank you for helping me with this. You know, we have PB merch available. We have merch, War Rights merch. Been a long weekend. Hope to see you all next week. Say goodnight, Pagan.
You boys take it easy and have you a good one. We will see y'all on Friday night for Antietam Creek Conquest.
Yeah.
How about the dogs?